are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, welcome to BWTM Sports Live. And with us, we have a special guest all the way from the sunny land of America, Los Angeles, Yolanda Cortes from Intelligent Boxing. Yolanda, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, Yolanda. How are you?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for talking to BWTM Sports. So, tell us a little bit about you.
All right. Well, oh my goodness. I'm a nervous wreck right
Okay, no worries.
now.
Take your time.
Well, I grew up in LA, California, and I've always been into boxing. And recently, I got into boxing just this year. And I met a few people from Intelligent Boxing, and they're wonderful, respectable experts on boxing.
Fantastic. So, we were talking the other day off camera. We were talking about the fact that you went to see Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev.
Yes, it was
And
a really good fight. Mm-hmm.
I was so jealous. So, talk to us about it. What was it like from your take?
Oh, geez. Well, I'm a Ward fan, and I'm glad that he won. I think that they both went in very well prepared. They really they looked back onto the first fight, and they prepared themselves as best as they could to for the rematch. I think those body shots were a little controversial based on your view.
Do you think that, I mean, let's talk about the Kovalev fights, the Sergey Kovalev response. He said he was never hurt, but the initial right hand that hit him on the chin made him do a silly little dance.
Yes, yes, it did. I don't know. I think a lot of he was hurt, but I don't know. A lot of people that I spoke with, they were saying that he was pretending to be hurt. A lot of people were saying that he was hurt. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say.
Do you, in your opinion, do you think the fight should have continued, or do you think the fight should have been stopped?
Oh, the stoppage. Let's see. You know what? I think that Weeks was being observant throughout each round, and I think when he stopped it, he made his professional opinion, and he said, "Okay, Kovalev, oh my God,
Kovalev, I know.
yes." He was bending down a lot throughout each round, or towards the eighth round. And I think he just made his professional opinion, and it is what it is now. I think maybe they could have kept going, but I don't know.
In terms of the stoppage and what that does to Andre Ward's career, does that really answer the question that he's a better fighter now or a better boxer than Sergey Kovalev? Or people say there's two fights with two incomplete fights?
That is a very good question. Well, in my eyes, he's going to be the best.
Ward is actually my favorite fighter, in this particular era. He does everything. I described Andre Ward as like the Batman of the boxing universe, because he doesn't punch as hard as anybody else. He's not the biggest puncher. He's not got the fastest hands. He's not got the greatest footwork. But what he does, he uses what he does, and he's got a fantastic boxing brain. So no matter if you're faster than him, stronger than him, he's got a way of using that brain to find any weakness he can in you and beat you. And that's why I call Andre Ward the Batman of boxing.
You know what? I think that Andre Ward, he uses his whole body. One thing that I really enjoyed about watching the fight is that when he ducked, he went almost halfway his side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Ducked completely. I've seen other fights where they kind of ducked, but he went all the way down, and then I think he uses his whole body to his advantage. And then also in the first round, I noticed that he was being very observant to Sergey, where he just kept improving throughout each round.
Okay, great stuff. So, okay, talk us a little bit more about how you got involved with intelligent boxing.
Okay, well, I attend local events, local fights, and meeting a couple of the writers of intelligent boxing, I slowly got involved. It started off with just helping them out with promoting their events. They do a lot of meet and greet with the boxers in the community. So I attended one in November with Oscar Negrete and El Chimpa. So that was very neat because I got to see them. You could see them on my Instagram. There's pictures there.
Fantastic. I've seen a lot of the pictures on Instagram, and of course the one with Andre Ward made me burn with absolute green.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk. I mean, so with you joining intelligent boxing, what do you do with it? What's your role within intelligent boxing? What do you do?
Currently, I'm the Spanish correspondent and the bilingual writer and interpreter.
Okay, so that means you're the go-between the English and the Spanish, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, wow.
I have help though.
Let me ask you a question. Canelo, this is something about Canelo I've never quite understood. I think Canelo can speak English I think he can speak English and understands English very well. What I don't understand about Canelo is that he'll listen to a guy speaking English and then he responds in Mexican. Is that, in Spanish, sorry. Is that just him being lazy or is that something else?
You know what? I don't know. I had the same thought because I was wondering why he would answer in Spanish.
Yes.
But I could assume based on, because I follow him on Instagram, and he's always speaking in Spanish. And so I'm assuming that it's more, he's just always talking to his fans. So I'm thinking that's the only reason why he would only speak in Spanish, because a lot of them are from Mexico. And I think there was a debate between Canelo and Chavez when they fought about who was going to be the #1 Mexican fighter. So that's my thought.
Do you think that if a Mexican fighter can speak English as good as he speaks Spanish, that he's got more of a chance of being a crossover star, or does it not matter?
I think it's possible, but as a bilingual myself, I think that that's a good question actually, because when I speak to someone who speaks English, I always respond in English. But then when I speak with Hispanic people that I know also know English, then there's a tendency to speak Spanglish, which is kind of
Spanglish. Can you give an example of Spanglish?
Oh, geez. It is, I don't know. I can't say
You're talking about Spanglish.
It's just, you're speaking in Spanish and English in one sentence.
Right. How does that sound?
Well, for the people who understand it, it makes sense. But there's, I guess, controversy with that too, because people don't like it who only speak Spanish or who only speak English.
Right, I get you. I understand. Okay, so with that, marketability with a fighter. If he's Spanish, he speaks Spanish and he speaks English, does he make more money than if he's just Spanish speaking? Like Canelo, if Canelo can speak English as well as he speaks Spanish, would he make even more money?
I don't know. They pay me a little bit more because I speak Spanish. I don't know.
Okay, all right. So, in terms of being a writer, like for being a writer for intelligent boxing, What is your angle when you're writing? What do you look for as a writer? What's your angle?
Well, my angle is basically focusing on more of the boxing sport than the boxer's individual conflicts with, like, let's say they have a drinking problem or they have a relationship issue. My angle is more focusing on how they perform the match, um, and I think that's like the main point of intelligent boxing as well. We focus more on the sport and the matches, the boxer himself, not how much he drank last week or anything like that. And we try to be more, uh, I guess, we try to engage the fans with the boxers. That's why we do the meet and greet, so that they could get to know the boxer for who he is, and not so much about the other media that put him down or talk bad about him.
So you try to give the boxer, keep the sports or the boxer in his best light possible, rather than focusing on stuff that gets on outside the ring. Yeah, I think that's a fantastic thing to do, because there's enough media out there that will expose a fighter for what he does outside the ring. And I try myself, or BWTM, we try to look at the positive things in the fighter and what they're doing, and they're stepping forward. And they want an opportunity to shine in what they do inside the ropes. What they do outside the ropes is really none of our business, but for some reason media like to pick it up, i.e. a certain Floyd Mayweather, when they talk about his taxes and they talk about everything else.
I've heard.
And I also understand that it takes a shine for what the boxer actually can do.
I'm sorry?
It takes a shine for what the boxer can do.
Oh, yes, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I agree.
What about women in boxing? You see other women, first of all, seeing other women box in boxing. What are your opinions on that?
I like it. I like it a lot because I'm a woman.
Yes.
And if I
but we are in Los Angeles. Disclaimer. Touché.
Well, I would say if I could be a boxer, I think I would. I think that's something that could have been on my bucket list at one point. So, I like that.
So you don't mind the idea of getting hit on the chin or hit on the nose?
I'm sorry, it's the audio. I can't really hear.
I said you don't mind the idea of engaging in the Quincy rules of get hit on the nose or hit on the chin?
I can't hear you.
Okay, what I said is you don't mind landing a few punches in boxing.
Who landed punches in boxing?
So
me?
would you like to throw punches in boxing? You would like to box yourself, or is that something you like to do?
Maybe not so much now, but I think at one point I did when I was younger. I didn't really grow up with males, so it was just kind of I don't know, just exploring on my own. I was the only child until I was 15. So just I guess being told, oh, you can't do that because you're a female, kind of just pushed me more towards, well, why not? Why can I not do that?
That's what it is in life, isn't it? People always tell you what you can't do rather than what you can do, and you end up proving them wrong.
Yeah.
So let's talk a bit about, you talked about female fighters. Let's talk about females in the sport of boxing who are actually commentating or reporting on the sport of boxing. It seems to be a growing trend of women getting involved in the sport. How, as a woman, have you been impacted by the sport in terms of how you've been treated, how you've been handled, and the opportunities you've been given?
Oh, wow. Well, I think I'm very grateful for Intelligent Boxing to give me the opportunities that they have given me, because they don't treat me any different. They treat me with respect, and they guide me because I am new to the sport. So they are educating me and guiding me into how um, the whole environment is, just everything. I guess even the politics to it. So I really enjoy that opportunity, and I feel that some women out there, they also enjoy boxing as much as I do, or even more, and they could probably do so much more, and maybe even bring more creative ways to I'm trying to think of the word, to talk about the boxers and the matches, and maybe even see things that maybe males don't see. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
You know?
Ring card girls. There are different opinions of this. Some women love to see ring card girls, and some women hate to see ring card girls. Where do you stand with ring card girls?
I don't mind. I don't mind. What I do mind is when I'm at a fight, there's a lot of whistling and a lot of like, "Hey, mommy," or whatever they say. Um,
But wait, hold on.
no.
Wait. That has got to be a Los Angeles thing. Hey, mummy, what?
Well,
Wait,
there's a lot of.
is that meant to be a chat up line?
Is that a what?
Is that meant to be a chat up line? Hey, mummy.
I guess so.
Oh dear.
I mean, that's just one comment that I've heard. Attending one of the fights. But I don't know. I don't mind.
A chat like, hey, beautiful, hey, honey, hey, darling, hey, mummy. I mean, like, that's sort of insensual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Los Angeles, I love you. I love you, Los Angeles.
Well, we are different.
I'm not sure if you're in the UK that you would get approached with the hey mummy approach, but
No,
hey, there's always a first time.
I don't think so.
So talk to me about. So when you watch boxing, when you watch a fight, what goes through your mind? I mean, what is it about the boxing? Is it the knockout? Is it the way punches are put together? Is it the adrenaline before two guys compete? Is it the fact that you know somebody's going to fight? Is it the wanting to see if your outcome is the outcome you think is going to happen? If you've got a prediction right? What is it that really you look for when you're watching boxing?
Oh my goodness, it's a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I find myself a lot of the time just observing their movement and,
Right.
telling them, why don't you do this, or, just, I don't yell it, but I think it. Because there's enough people yelling at the boxers and telling them what to do. But I don't know. That goes on in my mind.
Okay. In terms of,
But when I was
go ahead. Your floor.
No, I was gonna say when I was watching Andre Ward, it was more like just I wanted to just absorb everything that they were doing. So that was the only difference between watching someone that I kind of knew a little bit more about and really enjoyed watching compared to somebody that I didn't know.
Okay. What about in terms of when you've gone out and you've done a meet and greets, or you've gone and taken a photograph of a famous fighter? Which fighter has been the most pleasant, or made you the most nervous, or you thought, yeah?
Let's see. Well, Andre Ward, actually, everybody that I have a picture with, they've been very pleasant and welcoming. Um, I have yet to find somebody who wasn't. So, yeah.
What was it like when you met Ward? What was Ward like when you met him? Did you get to talk to him much?
No, not really. He was busy because it was the day that Stevenson fought and became pro.
Okay. But it looked like you were sat in the photograph. It looked like you sat directly behind him.
Yeah, I was on the second row on the floor.
Okay. Was this before the Kovalev fight or after the Kovalev fight? Because I can't remember.
Yeah, it was before because I have a picture with both, and they were both there at that event, and they were their fight as well.
So when you were talking to him, did you whisper in his ear during the thing and say, body shots, body shots, body shots?
No,
You didn't do that.
I didn't say anything.
No.
I wish I would have had more time to converse with them, but there was a lot of people online.
So wait, okay, talk me through how you got the photograph of Andre Ward. Was it just, can you take a photograph of me, Andre? How did it all come out?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I just went to a fight and they happened to be there, and I just asked, I'm like, hey, can I have a picture? And for the most part, they said yes. So.
Okay, fine, fair enough. In less than an hour, we've probably got those two guys, Mayweather and McGregor, back at another press conference, this time in New York. Have you been following the almost WWE-like press conferences between Mayweather and McGregor?
A little bit. I see stuff on Instagram. You know, the language. Oh, geez. I don't know what to think. I don't really know much about McGregor, so I don't know.
You know enough about Mayweather, though?
Enough to say he's back in from retirement.
So, I mean, do you think it's good that somebody from UFC crosses over to, or MMA crosses over to boxing? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's good for the sport?
You know what? Because I don't know a lot about it, I don't really know if it'll be a good thing or a bad thing. I think that a lot of people are now tuning in so much more because there's a lot to talk about after the first conference they had. So.
Okay. Canelo. Gennady Golovkin.
Yes.
That's the fight that
Yes.
a lot of people. How do you feel when people say that Golovkin has Mexican-style boxing? Because I think there are a lot of Mexicans who are quite offended when they hear that about Golovkin. What are your thoughts?
Yes. I don't know. I don't really have any particular thoughts on him. I can't wait to see them fight. I think they're both great boxers. But
Fantastic. All right. Before I let you go, let's talk a few more things. What do you want to be doing in terms of the future for yourself, in terms of the boxing world, and what you'd like to do, let's say in the next year or so, what your goals would be?
Oh, geez. You know what? For right now, I don't know what to say because I never in a million years would I think that I would be here talking to you about this. I don't know. I'm just kind of going with it. I'm going with the flow. I'm going with whatever presents itself.
Oh, okay. Yolanda Cortes, thank you so much for talking to Bayloric TV or BWTM Sports, and we look forward to speaking to you more. We look forward to following you around with intelligent boxing, and we look forward to the meet and greets that you do and following you around there as well, and the adventures in Los Angeles and across America and within the boxing community.
Thank you for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Everybody, that's Yolanda Cortes from Intelligent Boxing. Thank you all for watching. This has been BWT Sports, once again bringing you someone new to the boxing world and the boxing family. Don't forget to tune in and stay tuned in and stay in touch. Keep your gloves up. This has been Charles, BWT Sports. We're out. Take care.